previous lecture we discussed about the block diagram reduction rules. This table will show various types of the element. Here we are going to discuss. All the rules are incorporated with this table, and now we are going to use one by one all these rules in numericals. Let us see the different numericals based on this block diagram reduction rule. Let us take one example. Here in example 1, consider A. G1, G2 and G3 are the three gains of the system, and theta 1 of S and theta 4 of S is the output. So as per this, how to reduce these three blocks into a single block we discuss here. Here just consider theta 1 of S will be input and theta 4 of S will be output, but in between them G1 of S, G2 of S and G3 of S will be provided. On all are in cascade form. Therefore, just multiply G1 of S into G2 of S into G3 of S. So, what is the output? This theta 4 of S upon theta 1 of S. This is considered as per the definition of transfer function is equals to theta 4 upon S upon theta 3 of S into theta 3 of S upon theta 2 of S into theta 2 of S upon theta 1 of S. Now moving towards point B. Here R of S will be the input and C of S will be the output. E of S is considered as error signal. G of S will be the gain of the system and H of S will be the feedback element. Now we are going to reduce this form. So R of S will be as it is, C of X will also be as it is as the output. But how to reduce this? So as per the definition, this gain will be in the numerator, that is G of S upon. If feedback path is given, simply consider this 1 plus G of S into H of S. Since C of S is equals to G of S into E of S, and at it is equals to G of S into what is the value of E of S? E of S is obtained as yes C of S into H of S. Okay, and E of S is equal to R of S into H of S. So by putting this value in G of S, E of S, we get G of S in bracket R of S minus C of S into H of S. In figure C, R of S and C of S given. So simply consider this G1 of S will be as it is, but how in the previous figure, that is B figure, this G2 of S and H of S are in parallel. So G2 upon 1 plus G2 into H of S as discussed. And now these two blocks are in series. So just simply multiply G1 into G2 of S upon 1 plus G2 of S into H of S plus G1 of S into G2 of S. This R of S and C of S is as it is. Now in this fourth block, see here, U of S and C of S will be given. So one by one we have to reduce these blocks. We see next diagram. Here G1 and H1 will be considered as it is, and these two blocks are in the cascade form, and this whenever we multiply these two blocks we obtain one block, and this H of S will be H2 of S will be in parallel. So 1 upon 1 plus G2 of S into H of S formula will be applicable here. After that, one point of equation will be obtained, and that equation is in cascade with this given. So G1 of S into G2 of S, G3 of S will be in numerator, and 1 plus G2 of S, G3 of S, and H2 of S will be numerator. Now only one block is remaining, that is H1 of S into G3 of S, and which is in parallel connection with this large size box. So if it is parallel, then we have to apply this formula, that G of S upon 1 plus G of S into H of S. So simply we get U of S in bracket, or in this gain block, G1 of S, G2 of S, G3 of S in numerator upon 1 plus same G1 of S, G2 of S, G3 of S into G1 of S, G2 of S, and H1 of S. Now we take example second. X of S and Y of S are given. Let us see one by one. Here G1 and G2 are in parallel loop. So G1 upon 1 plus G1, G2 formula will be applied here. Now K of C and R all in cascade connection and H will be the feedback. So simply apply same formula, that is G1 upon 1 plus G1, G2. So we obtain X of S is equals to, or Y of S upon X of S is equal to Kc into G1, G3 upon 1 plus G1, G2 plus Gkc G1, G3 into H. We take so many examples. In this example C, G1 of S is given to summing point, then G2 and G3 are in cascade formulas, then G2 and G3 will be given in the second diagram. And what about H1, H2 and H3? Yes, it is given to summing point, but two are negative and one is positive. So H2 here, H1 of S is negative and H2 is positive and again H3 is negative. So reverse this sign. So H1 of S minus H2 of S plus H3 of S will be considered. Now the upper and lower block means forward path block and lower path block are in parallel form. Again G of S upon 1 plus G of S into H of S formula will be applicable. Here G1 and G2 are in series and H1 and H2 and H3 are in parallel. Therefore, G1 is in series with the feedback configuration and we obtain C of S upon R of S is equals to take G1 outside and in numerator only G2 and G3 will be there upon 1 plus G2 G3 in bracket H1 minus H2 plus H3 is there. Example number 4 is given. So just simplify this example, we easily obtain the solution. Here some feed forward elements are given, takeoff point are also given. So by solving we obtain one solution. Thank you.